Good morning, viewers. We are going to talk about today RBI monetary policies. RBI is nothing but the Reserve Bank of India. The issue monetary policy is a policy which is a document which gives directions for banks to manage their interest rate. The objective of this policy is to maintain inflation or contain inflation and then stimulate growth. Let's understand the agenda of the entire presentation today. We will talk about RBI and their functions because this is very important for us to understand how RBI is managing this monetary policy, and we will also talk about monetary policies and what are all the instruments which is pertains to monetary policies, and then we will also talk about what is the current update, and then finally we will also talk about know your banknotes. This know your banknotes which gives what are all the content in the banknote issued by RBI. The RBI is this is a central bank. Central bank is nothing but is a regulator of all the banking and financial services industry, and they also issue a rupee or rupee notes. We call it as a banking note. The RBI is enacted under RBI Act, which regulates commercial bank and all other non-banking finance company. It is a lender of last resort, and it regulates bank. Let's see what are all the different function which RBI carried out. The first one is a monetary policy, which formulates, implement, and monitor the monetary policy. And the objective of monetary policy is to maintain price stability. Price stability is nothing but our inflation, right? If you have a more focus on inflation, that will have an impact on GDP or economic growth. So they need to have a balance between inflation and growth. The second objective is regulator and supervisor of financial system, because the banking and non-banking finance companies should be regulated to the public interest, and RBI act as a regulator and financial supervisor, basically to maintain public confidence or protect depositors' interest. The third objective is manager of foreign exchange. It is manages the FEMA. Earlier it was called as a FERA. Now it is FEMA. It is a Foreign Exchange Management Act. The main objective of FEMA is to facilitate external trade, that we call it as export, import, and payments, SWIFT, RTGS, all these things, and promote orderly development and maintenance of foreign exchange market in India. Foreign exchange market is nothing but your currency market, mainly on forward, futures, options, swaps, all these things which is having underlying assets of foreign exchange. RBI also, issue a foreign currency. Sorry, RBI also issue a currency, coins fit for circulations. The objective is to have adequate supplies of currency notes and coins in quality. RBI also perform a development role, and it is also performs role of regulator for payment and settlement system. Payment and settlement system is basically like RTGS, NEFT, IMPS, UPI, etc. And RBI also act as a banker to the government, to mainly on central government and state government, act as a merchant banker, and it also act as a banker to banker. It also maintaining all banking accounts of scheduled bank. RBI has got 27 regional office and 4 office. They also have a training establishment to train bankers as well as the staff of employee RBI, and they will also do a lot of programs on financial inclusion. They have a subsidiaries. One is at DACGC. This is a Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation, which gives guarantee for the deposit for the people maintained at scheduled commercial bank. The second one is Bharatiya Reserve Bank note, which print notes and coins. And third one is Information Technology Private Limited, mainly for technology side and financial technology and allied services. Let's go about what is monetary policy. Monetary policy is nothing but is a policy which refers to use of monetary instrument to manage interest rate, money supply, and availability of credit. RBI monetary policy, is defined under RBI Act 1934. There are various instruments which RBI uses. The first one is a repo rate. It's a rate at which RBI lends to commercial bank. There's a fixed rate for overnight lending and borrowing between the bank. Repo rate is the rate at which RBI lends. Reverse repo is the rate at which RBI borrow money from commercial bank. Both repo and reverse repo, which will help the banks to borrow and lend from RBI. There's the third instrument. We have a LAF, liquidity adjustment facility. Basically, it's an instrument which will help RBI to inject or suck uh, money supply in the banking system. This is a very important instrument. To maintain inflation as well as manage economic growth. Marginal standing facility, LAF is nothing but additional supply of money. Marginal standing facility is nothing but to borrow additional amount of overnight money from the Reserve Bank with a lower rate of interest. Next one is a corridor is basically a MSF rate and reverse repo rate determine the corridor for daily movement. Bank rate, currently the bank rates are not applicable. MCLR comes into the picture. Now the banking and banking industry has started working with the repo and reverse repo. So the bank rate is outdated now. The other instrument is cash reserve ratio. Basically, every bank has to maintain a certain percentage of NDTL. NDTL is nothing but net demand time liability with RBI, certain portion of a cash with RBI. Currently, there is cash reserve ratio is 4%, and it varies for time to time. Next one is statutory liquidity ratio. This is again the banks has to maintain certain percentage of NDTL as a liquid asset, such as government securities, cash and gold. Currently, cash reserve ratio is 4%, SLR is 19%. As a norm, CRR and SLR should not exceed 40% of the total NDTL. Let's see what is the size of the banknotes and more information about the banknotes. Today we will be talking about 10 rupees note. There are 13 or 14 uh, the points which you need to look at. The size of the notes is 63 millimeter to 123 millimeter. We have the notes. We have numbers as well as the notes are written in various languages, Hindi and English, and there is a portion where we have it is written in Devanagari, and also we have a picture of Mahatma Gandhi ji as well as the other informations. So it is very important for us to understand uh, the the wordings and pictures and characteristics printed in the banknote. This will avoid taking a fake notes in the banks. So probably I request each one of you to go through the all 13 points which is printed in the 10 rupees note, and in upcoming videos we will also give you 50 rupees note, 100, 200, even 500, 1000, 2000 notes and all that. Currently 500 is available, 1000 is not available in the market, but RBI can print 2 rupees, 5 rupees, even 10, 20, 50, 100, 200, 500, 1000 rupees notes, even 2000 rupees notes, and they can go up to 10,000 rupees notes. And we also conduct classes for JABCAB. Our institute is located in T Nagar. For any further information, contact our office. Our counselors will help you out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Any doubts or queries, please call us 9884565013. Our counselors will help you out, or write to nestoleads@gmail.com, or visit our website www.nesto.in. And I hope this video is useful to the students or banker aspirants to JAB as well as CAB or any of the promotional exam. Monetary policy is a very important policy which is issued by RBI, so one should know the instrument which is launched by the RBI to manage inflation and economic growth. Definitely 2 to 3 questions will be asked in advanced bank management in CAB, I hope this will be useful to you. Thank you so much.